Mr. Nigel Lythgoe.
Yes, sorry I lied to you.
I accept your apology wholeheartedly. And I stand by what I replied to on Twitter. I do think this is going to be the best season of the show yet. I really do.
Well, almost last night, there were 2 or 3 routines that I think has already proved it is certainly one of the best seasons, and that was our first night.
Yeah.
And we made a lot of mistakes on that first night. Our first camera shots of the evening were just all over the place. I hate the All-Stars leaving the stage when they're finished. I want them standing there. I think America's wise enough to know that you're not voting for the All-Star,
right.
You're voting for the dancer. So there's no reason, I don't think it'll confuse anybody that the All-Star's there. And they can support their partner.
So do you think then in the coming weeks the All-Star will stand next to them as they
Yes.
talk to Kat and get their criticism?
I think so.
Okay, very cool. That's a little breaking So You Think You Can Dance season 7 news.
There you go.
Like that. Now, of course, we lost Alexie tonight. What would you give as advice to her? I mean, Mia was very cool in saying you will work,
Yeah. I think I sort of gave it that she has to dance to her extremities. Whenever you're a small dancer like Brandon or a great dancer in England called Wayne Sleep, who was small, they dance to the full extent of their bodies. You don't know how tall anybody is because the camera doesn't show you that. So when you see these beautiful jumps and using the stage, that really helps. She was cutesy, and she's gorgeous. And every time we saw her dance, we go, oh, isn't she lovely? Oh, isn't she? Well, yeah, but she's 26 and she's mature enough to know that she can do other things other than be cutesy.
Right.
And even in the hip-hop routine, she was cute.
Yeah.
And tonight, she was cute. When we wanted the fire and somebody saying, I am dancing for my life. Where's the passion there to dance for your life? And I think Christina, who was probably the other girl we may have let go tonight, brought that. She brought the fire, she brought the passion. She didn't bring the steps, because it's really difficult, as a salsa dancer, there aren't that many steps. But goodness me, she looked in the eyes and she looked at you, and it was fabulous.
No question. Really enjoyable to watch too. And also her performance last night. I mean, there was a lot of talk about filling the space, as Mia said, and I totally understood that and got that because I thought her dancing was impeccable, her moves were impeccable, but I didn't scream for her.
No.
And I
can understand why the bottom 3 were the bottom 3.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But what I'm excited about, in truth, for this season is, in Kent, we have got an absolutely brilliant performer,
100%.
and in Alex Wong, we've got an absolutely brilliant dancer. If we can now bring these 2 together and somehow merge that personality with that technique, wow, we found somebody who's going to be sensational.
I think maybe Robert. I think he has those 2 things.
Well, I said about Robert. Robert is the dark horse in this. Everyone will be talking about Kent and Alex, and Robert will be sneaking under the radar.
The boys are very strong this season.
Very strong, and of course, with this format, we could end up with just boys.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I'm going to make that prediction. Maybe the boys and Lauren. I love Lauren.
There you go.
I love Lauren. And just the last thing, since it's our first show, seeing you after the auditions, there's a great performer in Jarrell Robinson. I remember the deaf performer during auditions. And you had said you'd have Brian Gaynor for the finale back. Is there a possibility we might be able to see Jarrell on the stage for the finale later this season?
I honestly don't know. We don't really bring back auditionees. It's a little unfair. I'm bringing Brian back purely and simply because he is so unique. I know that being a deaf dancer, hearing impaired dancer, is unique in itself. But Brian has also got his crew with him, and it's constantly about performances for the people out there. So I don't just want to do it because Jarrell is hearing impaired.
Right. We'll see something new with Brian.
Yes.
Yeah, very cool. Awesome. Look forward to it in the whole season.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nigel.
Lovely talking to you again.
You too.